This episode of the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast is brought to you by pmtlifestyle.com, authentic Muay Thai lifestyle by Pu'u. Definitely go check out the website at pmtlifestyle.com for some awesome lifestyle merchandise. That's for those of you out there either involved in Muay Thai, looking at getting involved in Muay Thai, and embrace a healthier lifestyle to live the life of a Nak Muay. Go check it out.
All right, guys, today we have one of our students from Pu'u Muay Thai Santa Barbara. Why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Christian, and I'm a student here at Pu'u Muay Thai Santa Barbara.
Awesome. Christian, how old are you?
I am 15 years old.
15 years old. And how long have you been training with us?
For about 10 months now.
10 months?
Started back in March of 2021.
Perfect, man. I remember when you started with your brother, right, Diego?
Yeah, started with my brother.
Awesome. And was it kind of just like to do something with your brother at the time?
Sorry. No, originally he came in there because he wanted to do Muay Thai by himself, and me and my dad were just sitting watching there, and my dad was just I guess nagging me in a way, but not actually nagging, but he was just come on, mijo, try it, give it a try. And I was just kept telling him no, it seems cool, but I really don't want to do it. And then he eventually said it to the point where I was fine, if this is what it will get you to stop telling me to do it, I'll do it. And he called over Ryan, and Ryan was my dad was oh hey, Ryan, can you come over here? He's like, yeah, what's up? And then Ryan was or my dad was he points to me, he's he wants to try out a class. And Ryan was sounds good, just hop on the mat, take off your shoes, and get on the mat. And that's how I got started there on the first day.
Awesome, man. And now, how does Muay Thai make you feel? Are you excited to train? What's keeping you going? What are some goals you have for yourself?
Let me see. What I like about Muay Thai, just training at the gym there, or just in general?
Yeah, I mean, what do you like about training at Pu'u Muay Thai?
The people. I like the environment we have there, and the community, how everyone comes there to train. And then as time goes on, you'll slowly build a friendship with them, and that's what I like about training there. Because when I started, I didn't really know that many people, and now today, most of the people I know, I actually fully talk to, and have conversations with them. When I see them, say hi, say bye, and all that. And that's what I like about training there at Pu'u Muay Thai.
Awesome. So it's the community that's here, right?
Yeah, that's what I like about it. Everyone's nice and super friendly.
Yeah.
And especially when I first started, me and my brother, everyone was very, very helpful. When I worked with other people, and that's what I liked about it. Good.
They better be. Well, sweet. If you had anybody out there who's thinking about starting Muay Thai, whether it be with us or with maybe a different facility, different academy, they were kind of listening to this podcast, what's something you would tell them?
Actually give it a try. Don't just say that you're scared of maybe getting hurt or not, or you just don't think that it'll be right for you. Just give it a little try. And that's what made me stay at the gym, because what I was gonna do was just do the 2-week trial and then not come back. But then after the 2 weeks ended, I realized okay, you know what, this actually might be something fun and something good that I can do. And that's why I feel it's important that if they want to do it, they should at least give it a try, and don't just say it, and not just say no, I don't want to do it. Yeah, just give it a try, see how you like it, see if it's right for you. If it's not right for you, then that's okay. But if it's right for you, then go ahead and do it.
Yeah, go all in. Well, thanks, Christian. Appreciate you sharing those words, and we'll get on with the podcast, man. You have a good rest of your day.
Thank you. You too.
So what do you cop, guys? This is Crew Jonathan over at the Pu'u Muay Thai podcast. Today is January 8th, 2022, live from Santa Barbara. Also, I am on our Muay Thai community Discord channel and on TikTok live as well. Shout out to our TikTok followers who are on here. Liam Muay Thai Fighter joining in, and I have a few other people that are coming in here too on Discord. If you guys are listening in, I hope everybody's having a great day, and I hope your New Year's going well so far too. All right, so I already have some questions coming in here. Seko777 over on TikTok is asking, is good the gym for power? I'm not sure I understand what you mean, Seko777. Are you asking if going to the gym, like lifting weights, is good for power? Because if it is, there's a lot of different ways for strength and conditioning, and different protocols. I would highly recommend talking to your instructor about what they recommend, because everybody has a different method for their style that they're going to be teaching and stuff as well. Don't forget, guys, if you are on TikTok, double tap that screen, like it a bunch of times, spam some likes, share the stream with everybody, because that's going to help everybody get on there. Sir is saying, do any fighters vape? I'm sure there's fighters that vape. You know what's funny enough is in Thailand, actually, that was the question from TikTok, is that there are a lot of fighters who smoke. They actually smoke cigarettes. And I was very taken back by that. But at the end of the day, it's fighting. So it doesn't surprise me that much anymore. But when I first saw it, it's kind of like, yo, aren't these guys supposed to be like top level fighters? And they're smoking, right? It's a bit crazy. And it makes you wonder, some of them were really good fighters. And I'd always wonder, like, man, how much better would they be if they weren't smoking? But the answer is it probably didn't affect them too much because of how much they trained. You're at D-Sir over on TikTok is asking, does it not ruin your cardio? That's what I'm wondering. I don't smoke. I grew up smoking for like 5 years when I was a teenager. And I'll tell you, man, that messed up my cardio then. So, but these guys are training so much. I don't know how much it actually affects them when it comes into like competing at that level once they get to that level. So I don't know. But I would imagine it has to affect your cardio to some degree. Seko777 is asking how to win against a boxer. When you mean by win, you mean like if a boxer is doing Muay Thai? I mean, they're not going to be able. They probably don't know how to kick or defend kicks, so keep them at kick range and move around. Simple. There's actually been a couple of boxers that went into kickboxing. So, funny story. Kickboxing used to be like they did. What was it, like? I forget what it was called, like Professional Kickboxing League. I think it was the PKL or something like that. And they had to kick a certain amount of times every round. And they had like a kick counter on like the corner of the fighter. They had to kick like 10 times in a round at minimum. Because you were getting these guys who were professional boxers, but not the best kind of professional boxers. And they would come into kickboxing because they would just go in there and just throw hands, and they would usually win. And it just wasn't kickboxing. So to mitigate that, they put these kick counters in. So you see a lot of boxers getting into kickboxing for that reason too. All right. So I hope that helps you answer your question a little bit on that, and just kind of elaborating on like the kickboxers and boxers going into kickboxing and Muay Thai too. All right. I see FYP Top on TikTok is asking, when did you start martial arts? I started training martial arts when I was 18, and I was in, I started Muay Thai right away when I was 18. I'm now 33, so 15 years. Grasshopper and the Bear, what's up, my man? I hope you're doing good up there in the Bay Area. PKA Kickboxing, that's what it's called, PKA, not PKL. I know you would remember that. I remember seeing these old fights back on TV when I was a kid, and I think you can still find them online. Remember like Peter Cunningham, all those guys fighting on there. It's crazy, man. Let's see. Do you think MMA will work against multiple opponents in a self-defense scenario? That comes from Chris Morrison is your daddy. That is a funny name, by the way, over on TikTok. Guys, if you're listening to this or you're watching this on TikTok right now, double tap that screen, spam some likes, guys. It helps boost us up in the ranking. I see we got 564 likes. Last time we had 720, so keep spamming it while we're talking. You can just sit there and tap on the screen. Share the screen and stuff too. I really appreciate it. So, I mean, MMA could work in a scenario, but you have to practice that sequencing of going against multiple attackers. If you don't practice it, your chances aren't going to be as good as if you never practiced it. But if you have an untrained person and a person who's trained in mixed martial arts or Muay Thai or combative martial art, and you put them both in the same scenario where they both have never done any multiple opponent sequencing, I'm going to tell you that the person who's trained will do better than the person who isn't trained. That's just a fact. That's how it's going to work. One person's skilled in violence, the other one isn't. That's what it comes down to. Okay? But that is a great question, by the way. Chris Morrison is your daddy. I'm going to say, yo, daddy. All right. And if you guys are on here on TikTok, too, I highly recommend go check out the Muay Thai community Discord server. It's not just Pu'u Muay Thai. We got tons of people. We got promoters in there, fighters, professional media people from all over the world. Answering questions, beginner-friendly chats, and everything like that, too. I'm actually broadcasting live in one of the voice channels right now. Just had a little guest spot with somebody today. I'm going to have another one tomorrow with a fighter from Germany that I met when we were in Monterrey, Mexico. He was making his pro debut down there. And, yeah, definitely go check that out, guys. Our Muay Thai community Discord. It's the official Muay Thai community Discord. That's what I'll call it. All right? So, just a couple things that are coming up. I just got word today that from the promoter in Monterrey, Mexico, for Coach Eric for his next fight for the MT 800 tournament, which is sanctioned by the WBC Muay Thai Mexico organization. What the MT 800 is they start off with 16 fighters. And with the 16 fighters, what happens is they did a casting. This is back in November. So in November, we did a casting. Eric won his fight. So now we have 8 fighters. They're going to a tournament they fight like every 3 months. At the end of it, the grand prize is an electric car. So they're fighting for a car. Like it's straight up like if you guys don't follow Muay Thai, they have what's called the Isuzu Cup. And they do a similar format in Thailand where they win a car, an Isuzu truck usually. So my friend Julio Gamboa down there in Mexico, he's done this once before and it did really well. Got a bunch of TV sponsors and helped build up a new champion too. So a really great opportunity for Coach Eric, one of our guys that I help represent down there. He's going to be getting into that top 8. He's in the top 8. All right. So I see a question here. That's going to be on March 31st as well, guys. They stream it usually on Facebook Live through WBC Muay Thai Mexico. I'll see if I can get a stream link leading up to it. But check out the Muay Thai community Discord for it, and I'll definitely make announcements here too. Grasshopper and the Bear asks, who taught you Muay Thai? And then I have Chris Morrison, he's your daddy. Okay, thanks, brother, for my answer and joining the stream. I appreciate it, man. Keep spamming those likes. I see we're at 1.6K likes. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Every single one of you. So, Grasshopper and the Bear. So, I first started training, I'll say I started training at an MMA gym. My trainer, he passed away. Rest in peace, Fred Lemus. I went to Thailand. I trained with Christian Daggio. He passed away in the ring. He died in the ring, actually. Brain hemorrhage in the ring. From taking damage. Rest in peace. I was training at his gym. He actually was one of the people I was training, one of the top foreign knock Muay in Thailand right now, Matthias Gallerino from Italy. So I went there that first time. I came back from Thailand back in 2008. That was after I was training a year. I went to Thailand, fought over there, came back. And that's when I met my authentic Muay Thai instructor. Right, because after I went to Thailand, I really wanted to have that authentic experience, and I was able to get. I met my instructor. His name is Nakweed Sriampai. He was a top ring official. He was working here in the state. You probably either know his name, Grasshopper and the Bear, or if you saw his face, you'd recognize him. He was working for CSAC, Athletic Commission, all the Muay Thai promotions. He was one of the people that helped get Full Rules Muay Thai regulated here in the state of California. All right. So how much money can you make out of Muay Thai in a pro level from FYP top? I'll be honest, not that much, man. There's not a lot of money in professional Muay Thai at least right now. One Championship's doing, I don't know what their pay grade is, but I'm assuming it's probably okay. But compared to boxing, we're freaking far away. Let's say this. I saw people fighting for world championship titles in the past few years for as little as $3,000 to $5,000. Okay, if you compare that to like a mid-level boxing professional, you know, they're making maybe a third of like what a mid-level boxing pro is making, if that helps you at all. Okay, and also this is where it comes into marketing, having an online community to help establish who these people are in the community. All right, Grasshopper and the Bear. I know who Knockweed is. That's legit. I think he fought Jerome LeBanner. That's actually a different Knockweed. Grasshopper and the Bear. Knockweed Davey. Also, rest in peace. His Knockweed is from Luke Prabun gym, which later became known as Luke Prabat. I actually did a story on a podcast before. If you want to check it out, I'll give you a little too long didn't read segment. It wasn't like super top level pro fighter, but the gym he was from in Thailand is known for. They were one of the longest running Muay Thai gyms in Thailand. They have I think it's not Houston, San Antonio Muay Thai. My friend Alex Anushian, he was over there. He can testify to this. They had one of the longest running Muay Thai gyms in Thailand until COVID. So COVID, they ended up selling the land and closing the gym. Very sad, and that's literally like a part of like Muay Thai history in Thailand was the Luke Prabat gym. So that was the facility that my instructor's from. And one of the things they were known for is having really, really good basics and really good teachers as well. So they had, in the stadiums, they're known for their clinching and knee techniques. All right, hence why I always like clinching and all that stuff. I really wanted to find instructor who knew how to teach clinch after I went to Thailand my first time and realized I didn't know shit about clinching. So I hope that answers your question, maybe helps you elaborate on it more. If you look on our Instagram some ways back, you'll see a picture of me, him, and do you know Sean Yakubian? He's a friend of mine as well. He also trained Sean Yakubian. And that's how I met Jong Sanan and all these guys too, because he's friends with them. All right. Having some good Lavazza French press coffee this morning. It's a good day. So, really good to be able to see these kind of opportunities come up in Muay Thai. So just kind of touch up on like that pro level Muay Thai. You're not making much money. That's why you're seeing a lot of Muay Thai fighters that go into kickboxing, which is more established, and there's a little bit more money, or there can be, or they go into MMA because it's hard to go from Muay Thai to boxing. It's such a big transition. But if you go from Muay Thai to kickboxing, it's not as big of a transition. The scoring's different, but a lot of similar techniques. A little bit like, you have to have a different strategy, of course, but a lot of the similar basics can work as well. Can kickboxing or Muay Thai become an Olympic sport from FYP Top on TikTok? Yes. So currently, this is a great question, actually. I've talked about this quite a bit, actually, on our podcast that you're listening to right now. That recording live. The link is in our bio if you want to go check that out. We're available on Spotify and iTunes. Just look up Pu'u Muay Thai. You'll see us on there. So Muay Thai got a provisional recognition for a while with the International Olympic Committee. And then last year they got official recognition. So that means they can start lobbying towards making it happen. So in regards to kickboxing, there's another organization called Waco, and they are doing the same process right now. So both Muay Thai and kickboxing are working on being towards an Olympic sport. With that said, this year in the United States USA is the host country this year for the World Games. World Games is the step below the Olympics. It's like the predecessor to the Olympic Games. It's like the qualifiers for that kind of stuff, right? So this year, Muay Thai is in the World Games. And for the first time ever, Muay Thai is going to be hosted at the World Games here in the United States in Birmingham, Alabama. I just talked about this on our last podcast about the World Games qualifier. If you want to go back and go check that out, is I think 2 episodes ago. I went through the whole roster for the World Games qualifier that's going to be taking place in beginning of March. I think it's March 10th in Denver, Colorado. So tons of brackets. We actually have one of our students, Aaron's, fighting in the women's bracket for the World Games qualifier. So we're going to be out there. I think I might be working as an inspector at the event. Obviously, I'm not cornering. So, looking forward to seeing that happen. So, to answer your question, it could absolutely happen. FYP top. So, I think we're quite a bit of ways away. There's a lot of like hustle and bustle. There's always somebody that wants to be at the top in an organization. And if it doesn't happen, I'm going to tell you, the reason it doesn't happen is because of money. That's what it comes down to, guys. If you're listening on later on, it's about money. It can ruin any sport. It happened to Taekwondo. It happened to boxing. Man, boxing got pulled as an Olympic sport because of corruption. You guys hear about that? It's crazy. So, as we continue on, let me know if you guys have more questions about that as well over there on TikTok or on Discord. You can just drop it in the general chat. Okay? So, I had a couple things pulled up here on my screen. I just saw this pop up the other day. It's called Thailand Fighting Championship. It's in Phuket. It actually takes place at Muay Stadium. But it's an interesting cultural shift that we're seeing in Muay Thai in Thailand right now. Or just combat sports in Thailand. So, it's an interesting time. We have women allowed to compete at Lumpinee Stadium, which is a big deal. For the longest time, women were not even allowed to touch the boxing ring. It had a sign that said, "Ladies, do not touch the ring." But now they're fighting it. On top of that, they're also doing mixed martial arts fights at Lumpinee Stadium. Like, how freaking cool. Hey, Grasshopper and the Bear. Imagine Muay Thai fights at Lumpinee. It's happening. It's so badass, man. I think, like, I saw some videos of these fights in Thailand in the ring, and I'm like, man, that looks weird, but also it's really fucking cool to see, like, MMA in that setting, that grimy, like, Thailand setting. I feel like that's really, it's fitting for mixed martial arts, in my opinion. So what about K1? Is that a mix between them? K1 is kickboxing. There you go. It's kickboxing rules, essentially. If that answers your question at all. K1 is just kickboxing. Grasshopper and the Bear says, Sylvie Muay Thai on YouTube has been discussing this topic too. You know, I have all the respect in the world for Sylvie. I've been following her since 2009 on YouTube. I used to go into YouTube every day before my runs and type in Muay Thai. And I would say sort by upload date. And there'd be maybe 2 or 3 pages of new content. And that's how I found Sylvie. And seeing what she's done over the past decade, pretty fucking impressed. Let's say that. But I'll have to go check out her YouTube channel. I haven't listened to it in a while. But I know she brings up some good conversations like that too. And I think it's a good conversation to have, especially with the MMA and the women fighting. And that's why I had the Stamp Fairtex print that I got from Matt Lucas. It's like a really good period piece that I bought for Academy. So I bought 2 of them. I had to. Support the artist and support the fighter, right? If you guys are watching, you're enjoying this, keep spamming those likes, guys. I see them come in. We're at 3.9K likes on our TikTok live. Thank you so much, guys. That means the world to me. All right. If you are listening later on Spotify or iTunes, be sure to share on your Instagram. Tag us. Let us know that you're listening. Leave a review. It means the world to us. It helps out so much. Okay? So getting back on the MMA thing, I saw this video. This giant Thai guy. What is his name? I have the fight card right here. That was fighting. His name is Pechsilla from Ollie's Boxing Gym. Freaking mounting this guy and just dropping elbows down him at Rawai Boxing Stadium in Thailand. Like, for me, that was freaking cool to see that. That was super cool to see that. So they had like pro MMA fighting at before this was just a boxing stadium. And I think Rawai Stadium was closed for a long time. So it's cool to see some activity going back in there. And they're doing mixed fights. Like, you'll see Muay Thai and then you'll see MMA on the same card. And I think that's really, really, really awesome. Would you consider yourself familiar or Muay Thai? So for me, I'm what you're asking is like more tactical timing. That's my style, but I also love to clinch. So a mixture between both. In clinching, I like to knee a lot. Not so much on like dumps and stuff like that, but I like being in there. Definitely grasshopper in the bear. Definitely like using my knee. My knees and my kicks, some of my favorite tools. Definitely making sure whenever our students fight that they are proficient at that too. All right. Also, just having good basics is key for us. Jim Gordon 8, have you been to Thailand? Yes, I was actually. You must have missed the earlier part of the stream, man. Yeah, I've been to Thailand, of course. I've been going there since 2008. Spent multiple. I don't know how many trips I've been on, but I'll either be like 3-week trips or a couple month trips out there. Usually spend time in Bangkok, traveling around the country and stuff too. I would call like my home gym in Thailand is Keat Kem Torn Gym in Bangkok. They actually just last year had Fighter of the Year in Thailand, Khao Klai Annie Muay Thai. I've seen him develop since he was like 18, so it's really cool to see him get that. He fought Sexan. He beat him, knocked him out. The man who yields to no one yielded to Khao Klai. And now Khao Klai is going to be fighting against Seng Mani. That's the word on the street in Bangkok. All right, Stamp is proof that Thais can wreck house in MMA too. Grasshopper and the Bear, I agree with you, man. Seeing fighters go into MMA and getting that experience, and it's just, I really believe that they just need to get the experience of fighting MMA more so that way they can see the benefit of jiu-jitsu. And there's some high-level jiu-jitsu practitioners that are now in like Phuket and stuff like that. And I know Matt Lucas was saying on the Muay Thai community Discord that they have a MMA instructor at Fairtex now. His name's DJ, and I guess he's the one that helped Stamp transition. So he's the one that's helping Rodtang transition over to do that Demetrius Johnson versus Rodtang mixed rules fight. All right, so I'm definitely looking forward to seeing just the whole fighting culture. I think that 1FC model of having like kickboxing, MMA, and Muay Thai on the same card, I think is beautiful. Perfect. It gives you everything that you're going to want. When you were in Thailand, how did you deal with stray dogs? Man, stray dogs in Thailand, yeah. That's an interesting question. So you've been to Thailand. I know that. So how did I deal with stray dogs? Man, stay away from them. If they come at you, man, you got to kick them or jump onto a truck or run. Get into a store. Sad times. And I kind of asked my friends in Thailand what was the deal with all the stray dogs. So they believe that if you did something bad in your life, in your previous life, you reincarnate into a street dog. That's what that turns up to. So that's why they don't euthanize them. Is people who are serving out their karmic cycle. That's what that is. All right, Khabib or Conor? Khabib all day. From FYP Top. I want Khabib. I like him, man. But Khabib versus Tony. I wanted Tony Ferguson to go smash him. Tony Ferguson, old training partner of mine, never got a shot. Dana did him dirty. Stamp has Grasshopper and the Bear says Stamp has fight IQ very high. Stamp does, and it carries over. So the fight IQ of Stamp Fairtex. Did you watch Buffalo Girls, Grasshopper and the Bear, the documentary when she was a kid? I remember seeing that. It's cool to see her go from that to where she's at now. And the print, I think I've posted it on our community Discord quite a few times. I'm just super stoked to have this print from my friend Matt Lucas over there in Thailand. It's huge. Okay. I've been to Pakistan and I've seen stray dogs there. So when I was thinking about going to Thailand, I haven't seen YouTube videos because I wanted to go. The stray dogs came to my mind. Yeah, you know the stray dogs. They're usually pretty tame, man. I've never had any. I've had one instance of a stray dog snapping at me. But I know people who've gotten bit before. You gotta be aware. Just don't run with your headphones in. The person who I know got bit had their headphones in. I'm very scared of dogs, so I'd be terrified of them. Yeah, and if you stick with the kids when you're at the training camps, if you just stick with the kids, they'll make sure you're good. Don't worry about it. If you need a recommendation on Muay Thai training camp, jump on our Muay Thai community Discord. Click the link in our bio. Okay, go check it out. We could have people that are in Thailand right now that can give you advice on that too. All right, I would love to have you on there, my man. All right, so they pick up a rock and they do the same in Pakistan. Oh, I believe it. Yeah, it's very common, and same thing like Mexico and stuff like that too. Jim Gordon 8 over on TikTok, same thing. So, going back onto this Thailand Fighting Championship, I think it's really awesome to see MMA coming into the Thai culture, to the Thai fighting scene. I think it's great that they're embracing it, especially because they were trying to outlaw it. There was kind of like a battle with the Sports Authority of Thailand and MMA for a while. They banned it, and it was still happening. It's like prostitution is technically illegal in Thailand, but you see it everywhere, right? So, and it kind of goes, like I said, into that ONE FC model. So I'm looking, actually, I pulled up the ONE Championship card. If you guys don't follow ONE Championship, they're here on TikTok. They have some fucking fire content. Go check it out. Also on Instagram as well. Why, if FYP Top is asking, why is Buakaw the GOAT of Muay Thai? So I have to respectfully disagree that he's the GOAT of Muay Thai, but as a spokesperson for Muay Thai and spreading Muay Thai, I will explain that and why he's so popular. Buakaw was not the best Muay Thai fighter in Thailand, but he was bigger for Thais. He fought at 72 kilograms. So that's bigger for for a high level competitive Thai person. So he went to fight it at the K1 World Grand Prix tournaments in Japan, and he dominated at the K1 rules tournaments, and he won, I think, 2 or 3 years in a row, and they actually changed the rules on clinching because of Buakaw, because he abused it. So that really brought a light to Muay Thai, and he was a figure. Now he's like a national treasure. Like, he's not allowed to fight other Thais. They won't let him fight other Thai people because of that. All right, so that's why he is like that. FYP Top is saying, who's the GOAT then? Man, very simple. The GOAT in Muay Thai is Saenchai. We're seeing, it's very rare that you see a fighter in combat sports that does what Saenchai is still doing to this day and still fighting. Even though he's not fighting high level Thais, he's fighting, pretty high class professional foreigners. He's in his 40s, man. This guy's still scrapping. He's been fighting since he was 8 years old. Somebody who's been fighting for like 90% of their life. That's some GOAT level shit right there. Grasshopper and the Bear, Samat and Diesel Noi are the GOATs of Muay Thai. I agree there's like generational ones. Diesel Noi, definitely a strong fighter. Samat too. He went to transition to boxing and stuff as well. I think they did really great. Samat Payakarun and Diesel Noi, who's known for his knees. So when that comes into other fighters too, is it Diesel Noi? Man, I'm spacing on the fighter's name and I'm killing myself. Let me see this. I need to look this up. So there's a fighter that he was out of Fairtex, super famous fighter, famous Muay Thai old school fighters. Man, I'm bummed. There it is. Apide Sit Harun. I would say Apide was also one of the GOATs. He beat everybody in his division. He retired because he had nobody else to fight, and he broke people's arms repeatedly with his kicks. Multiple opponents, he broke their arms. So Apide Sit Harun, rest in peace. He was at Fairtex training camp in Bang Pli, and I believe he was training a lot of Team USA people, including my friend Mark Beecher. So if you guys don't know who Apide is, it's Apideej. I'm going to post this old school Muay Thai fighters everybody should know about. I'm going to post it in the Muay Thai community videos channel. If you guys are on there, you can go check that out. Make it simple for you guys. Okay? So, definitely somebody to follow in regards to, like, GOATs. Alright? Greatest of all time for those that don't know. What's your thoughts on John Wayne Parr? John Wayne Parr is a freaking legend. Again, he's somebody who's creating a legacy, and I'll put him up there. And the journeyman of the sport, John Wayne Parr is there. He's definitely for the sport of Muay Thai. He just loves doing it. Again, he's in his 40s, fighting still. He's still fighting people. Him and Nikki Holtzkin were talking about fighting in MMA gloves. Did that fight ever happen? Let me see. Nikki Holtzkin versus John Wayne Parr. Did that fight happen? Yeah, okay, they did fight. Yeah, but the fact that John Wayne Parr is fighting Nikki Holtzkin, that shit's just crazy, man. Like, why did John Wayne Parr do that? Because he likes to fight. The dude likes to fight. John Wayne Parr just likes to fight. Okay. I've heard him to yes, happy day. That's right, Grasshopper and the Bear. Yes, John Wayne Parr is a living legend, Grasshopper and the Bear. I agree. Lev Israel. Yes, I've tried Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, my man. Done a little bit. I did just enough to know when to shut my trap if I'm working in a corner with MMA fighters. I like it, but like Muay Thai, that's my number one love. That's what I've been doing. I've dabbled on and off in Jiu-Jitsu when I've been teaching at different programs that had high-level Jiu-Jitsu, just to like get my feet wet in it. But never like dedicated, like, hey, I'm going to learn this. If that answers any questions for you. Going back over, keep those questions coming in, guys. I'm gonna go over this next ONE FC card, which is in 5 days, 13 hours on Friday, January 14th. It's at 6 p.m. Singapore time for ONE FC Heavy Hitters. Okay, ONE FC Heavy Hitters. I'm gonna share this in the promoters channel on the Muay Thai Discord as well. Promoters matchmaking. So, ONE Championship kicks off 2022 in highlight reel fashion with heavy hitters, featuring a card stacked with knockout power. Fight fans are in for a night to remember. In the main event, one women's strawweight world championship, Zhang Jinnan, stands on the verge of clearing out the weight class, but standing in her way is number 4 ranked Japanese submission ace Ayaka Miura. Okay, so there's MMA. There is also some Muay Thai fights. Semipech versus Tawanchai. Ooh, that's fire. And Khabib's protege, Sayed. Is it Sayed? I can't pronounce that last name. That's an interesting last name. Grasshopper and the Bear says, ONE FC has the best strikers overall in their kickboxing, Muay Thai rules, cage, and match right now. Cars and match right now. I agree, Grasshopper and the Bear, and they're buying out the fighters that that UFC drops. So I think at some point they're going to have everybody under contract. So here's I'll go through from the lead card first up to the main card on this. So, strawweight fight, I believe this is MMA. Robin Catalan versus Lipatura Siregar, so from Indonesia. Then when next one, strawweight bout, we have Tiffany Teo from Singapore versus Meng Bo from China. Next in the bantamweight division, MMA is Shuya Kamikubo versus Troy Worthen from the United States. Shuya being from Japan. Next one in the middleweight division is Yushin Okami. Wow, okay. From Japan versus Leandro Ataides from Brazil. Next one is light heavyweight kickboxing. So it's going to be a kickboxing rules fight. It's Beybulat Zev from Russia versus Giannis Stoforidis from Greece. So I'm wondering where the Greek fighters train out of. Let me see if I can see some information about this guy. I always enjoy watching Greek fighters. Karnikolas team. Not familiar with them. I'll have to look into this guy. I'm going to keep my eye on the Greek fighters. They always seem like they bring a good fight. Big heart, warrior hearts for sure. Remember, guys, if you're on here, double tap. If you guys want to follow Pu'u Muay Thai, at Pu'u Muay Thai, we have a free t-shirt giveaway right now, too, until Sunday. We're giving away a Muay Thai and drill t-shirt. All you have to do is go to our Instagram, go like the post, share it, follow Pu'u Muay Thai and Pu'u Muay Thai SB, and tag 3 people in the Instagram post. Free shirt. I'll ship it directly to you. There's no catch, guys. Completely free. Next, coming on the lead card, I like how they call it lead card rather than undercard. We have Elias Mahmoudi from Algeria, good fighter right there, versus Walter Goncalves from Brazil. Not familiar with him, but I am familiar with Elias. And then we're going on to the main card now. So going back into MMA, strawweight division, Senzo Ikeda from Japan versus Jeremy Miyato from Philippines. Then we have a strawweight Muay Thai fight, Supergirl from Thailand. She's pretty young. I think she's only like 17 now. 17 fighting pro Muay Thai. She was 16 at her pro debut, I think. From Jurunsak Muay Thai. Her sister, Wonder Girl, was at Fairtex for a bit. She's back at her dad's gym. Definitely a young prospect, young in the sport. I think you're going to see her transition to MMA as well eventually. So Supergirl's fighting against a fighter from Belarus, Ekaterina is it Venduyeva? I believe is how you pronounce that. Pardon me if I mispronounce your last name. From Kick Fighter Gym in Belarus. That's a very popular gym. I think they are part of the IFMA team for Belarus. So let me see. She's a track and field player playing volleyball. So she actually beat Joanna Jędrzejczyk at the WKN world title for kickboxing, I believe, or in Muay Thai. Won WMF belt. So definitely well-established Muay Thai fighter in Ekaterina. That's a good test for Supergirl right there, actually. I'm looking forward to seeing that match on there. All right. Next one in the lightweight division for MMA is James Nakashima from the United States. Where is he from? Versus Saeed Izag. I can't pronounce it. That's the protege from Russia that's under Khabib, apparently. So James is from MMA Lab. I believe they are in Arizona, if I'm not mistaken. Next, in the bantamweight Muay Thai division, we have Samapech versus Talon Chai. That's going to be fire, guys. You don't want to miss that one. MMA gloves, Muay Thai. Two great fighters. I'm looking forward to seeing that one. All right. Next, light heavyweight kickboxing world championship. You have Roman Kriklia from Ukraine versus Murat Aygan from Netherlands and Turkey. Not too familiar with either of those fighters. And then the main card, we have Zhang Jinnan and Ayaka Miura. So Zhang Jinman's from China, Ayaka is from Japan. So that's going to be the whole card that we have for ONE FC coming up in just a week. I can't believe the striking levels you get to see on one card. It's so dope. That's right, Grasshopper and the Bear. Man, to see those people get that kind of experience in, like, people don't realize how good we have it nowadays, right? Like, remember we used to have, like, scour videos, like, video CDs, VHS tapes, in, like, shady areas of town to find these fight videos. I know you know, because I know you grew up, but you're old school. Has the Thai government tried to do anything about stray dogs? Jim Gordon 8. I'm not sure. I know there's some nonprofits that have done some really good things about the stray dogs. There's actually one called Soy Dog, and they actually do rescue stuff. And it's something that I've considered, because when I was traveling a lot over there, and with COVID, it kind of put a halt in this idea. But they help rehome dogs outside of Thailand. So any person that flies out of Thailand, they could actually book a dog to be flown on the flight, and Soy Dog will pay for everything for that dog. You just have to be there, like, basically their guardian until you meet with somebody at the airport that picks them up and gets them rehomed. So there's a lot of people that are doing that kind of stuff too. FYP Top, thanks, man. You just joined the Discord, man. Welcome to the club. Looking forward to having you part of the community, my man. Looking forward to having you in there. Definitely interact. We have some giveaways that are going on right now too. Check the announcements channel on the Muay Thai community Discord. We have a giveaway over on our Instagram right now as well. Okay, I believe your name's Red Squats. I think I see you on there, man. Welcome. Welcome. All right. So, with that said, guys, I'm excited to see this kind of ONE FC model come into Muay Thai and MMA and continue to grow the sport like this. Okay? With that said, I hope everybody has a great day. I'm going to be getting off. Karate on TikTok. What's up, my man? Good to see you. Hope you're doing good up there with those shutdowns. Do not comply, my man. All right. I'm going to be tuning out for the day, guys. Again, double tap that screen. Boom, double tap, double tap. Got my first kickboxing competition coming up soon. Any advice? Yes, actually. Josh Williams, 1451. I do have some advice for you, my man. What you can do is, I have a book. It's called Preparing for Your First Muay Thai Fight. Go check it out. The link is in my bio. It's available on Amazon. You can get it on Kindle. Okay, Kindle reader, read it on your computer, or you can get the paperback. It ships direct to you. The link is in my bio. Okay, Preparing for Your First Muay Thai Fight. That'll definitely help you out. Josh Williams, 1451. All right, everybody. I'm going to head out. We get on today. I have tons of projects to work on today. Very grateful for every single one of you. I'm grateful for you coming in here and tuning in on a Saturday. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody as Pu'u Muay Thai opens back up on Monday after the holidays. And that's why I need to finish some projects. Okay? All right, everybody. Have a great day. Sawadee Kap. All right, that's it today, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys are listening on iTunes, please go leave a review. It means the world to me if you enjoy the content, if you like hearing about all the stuff that has to do with Muay Thai and what we're doing. Also, there's another way to support us. If you guys visit our Patreon link, it's in the show notes. Also on our YouTube, if you go to pmtlifestyle.com, there's a Patreon link up at the top. You can support us for as little as $5 a month to get some behind-the-scenes footage, things of that nature, to see what we're doing behind the scenes for Pu'u Muay Thai, what we're trying to get going. Also, you can get some early access clips. You can also get t-shirts, merchandise, and a few other things as perks of being a patron. Again, go check that out. It's at pmtlifestyle.com.